ready to serve.
Yes, my king!
The self-titled emperor of the former Roman province.
Yes, my lord.
The self-titled emperor of the former Roman provinces, Septimus Sulla, commands the Ghost Legions, the once legendary warriors who have returned from the mists of the other world. You can't fight an army where the soldiers keep coming back, so you must close the gates with the Shard of the Grail. One of these gates can be found under a ruined monastery. Your army is marching through Fomorian lands. When you feel the shard getting warmer in your hand, you must be getting close to the western gate to the other world. You guess that the ghosts should be near, and it turns out that you're right. The restless spirits attack your army soon. Your spell was absorbed. Your spell was absorbed. The enemy hero is casting a spell. Your magic shield is fading. Your spell was absorbed. Your spell was absorbed. The enemy hero is casting a spell. The enemy hero is casting a spell. Your magic shield is fading. The enemy hero is casting a spell. The enemy hero is casting a spell. The enemy hero is casting a spell. Your unit is going to die. The enemy hero is casting a spell. Your magic shield is fading.
Fire! Fire!
Victory is near. After destroying your enemies, you look around and see an ancient monastery where Navia and the ghost legionaries of the Emperor returned from Samain the first time. A strange blue light shines through the window, and when you get close, you feel as if you are crossing the border between worlds. You see a ghastly apparition in the monastery, a ghost trapped here, close to the gate. Now he is roaming endlessly between the two worlds. You draw a magical circle around the ghost and pray for the ancient gods to help him to get home. Soon the ghost starts to fade into nothingness, and with a relieved sigh he becomes one with the darkness of dawn. The monastery has large underground sections, and while you are wandering in the vaults, you find a huge hall which may have been the archives once. The shelves are empty, but you see a pile of scrolls that burn with blue flames to your surprise. You realize that you can see glimpses from the other world. The scrolls have been burned here, but in the other world they are still intact. The letters are glowing blue, so you can read what is written on them. You don't know how the flames from beyond will affect you, though. You try to decide if the scrolls are worth the risk and what you should do next. The flames burn brightly, raging silently in the other world, and it takes a considerable effort to put them out for a heartbeat by magic. You take one scroll with a swift move. You are sure you won't be able to do this again for a while until your arcane abilities are refreshed. You have to decide fast. Which scroll will you take from the pile? The scroll is about the colossi of the Emperor. You read it through and you gain valuable insight into the control of those giant statues imbued with arcane might, and you even know their weak points now. You try to decide if the scrolls are worth the risk and what you should do next. The flames are incredibly cold and burn your skin without any visible marks, which weakens your magical defenses. But it's even more frightening that you sense a sudden void in your memories. Nothing important, but if you touch the flames again, it could be much worse. You have to decide fast. Which scroll will you take from the pile? This scroll is about the methods and the necessary components of making a magical item. You try to decide if the scrolls are worth the risk and what. Following the impulse that you've learned to associate with the shard, you descend into the tunnels of the monastery until you reach the hall where the crystal is hidden. You wade through a thick layer of smoke and step onto a pillar in the middle of the hall, where you see the blurry silhouettes of souls ascending to the void above. You focus on the magical seal of the gate, but you are shocked to realize that it's not there. It looks like the Emperor pierced a hole in the veil of the world. You are able to close the gate temporarily because you are in the possession of the shard, but you can't stay. Your place is on the battlefield in the fight against the Emperor.
Yes, my lord.
Yes, my king! On my way!
Ready to serve. On my way.
Your wish? All right.
Yes, my lord. On my way.
Ready to serve.